Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
It's our TOEIC unit for the month of March, and today we are going to Lost and Found. If you have lost an item, maybe someone has picked it up for you and they turned it in, and where you can go to look for it is at the Lost and Found office.
Right. This has happened to most everyone out there. It's certainly happened to me several times. I've gotten lucky. I've found some things I lost before. And other times I haven't been so lucky. I usually get very lucky just losing things in cabs or in taxis, as you say here. Now, in that circumstance, when I lost something in a cab, it didn't get taken to Lost and Found. It was my wallet. It got taken to a police station. And then a couple times I've lost my phone. I've left my phone in the cab. And the taxi driver just came back and delivered it to me to my house.
Cool.
So, nice people here in Taiwan. We're going to talk about what happens if you lose something and then you go to the Lost and Found. How do you collect it?
Yep, indeed. So we've got a conversation between a visitor and a staff member. So let's listen to their conversation now and see if the lady can find her lost laptop bag. Welcome to the Lost and Found office. How may I assist you?
I lost my laptop bag somewhere in the building this morning. Can you help me find it?
Of course. Can you provide a detailed description of the bag?
Sure. It's a black laptop bag with a bright blue tag attached to the zipper. There's also a small pocket on the front where I keep my charger.
Thank you for the specifics. When and where do you recall last having it in your possession?
I attended a meeting in Conference Room B on the 3rd floor at around 10 a.m. I'm certain I had it then, but I can't pinpoint exactly where I might have left it.
I see. I'll check our inventory right away. We catalog all items carefully as they're turned in.
That's reassuring. Is there a formal procedure I need to follow?
Yes, I'll need you to fill out this form with your contact details and any additional information about the bag's contents.
Certainly. Is there a time frame for when I might expect to hear back from you?
We typically notify individuals within 48 hours if we locate their items. In urgent cases like yours, we'll prioritize the search and contact you as soon as possible.
I appreciate your help. I'll complete the form right away.
Okay, it's time for us to discuss our lesson for today. The title is Lost Laptop Bag, a Request for Help. Okay, so of course you might have a laptop computer, and of course you're going to carry it around in a bag or some kind of case or something like that. I think we could also call it a laptop case. And in this particular case, I guess she did not lose the actual laptop computer, but she lost the case for it, and so she wants to get it back, and here she has a request for help. She's going to ask the person at the Lost and Found office or the Lost and Found counter to help her find her lost item.
Now, if you work at a place like this, especially in customer service, you'll often have people approach you and you'll say, "How may I help you?" or "How may I assist you?" It's kind of the same idea. How may I assist you with how may I help you is really the same thing. So if you get tired of saying help all the time, you can use assist. So the visitor, and that was me doing that, she says, "I lost my laptop bag somewhere in the building this morning. Can you help me find it?" So, of course, that's kind of general, right? She's not giving any details at this point, at least in the conversation. So one of the responsibilities of the staff will be to get exact details or the specifics about where she lost it, what was she doing, what time it was, what does a laptop bag look like. These things are all important.
Yeah, what color is it? How big is it? What's the material, etc.? And, of course, the staff member says, "Can you provide a detailed description of the bag? Can you describe it? Can you give me some details, some specifics?" And the visitor says, "Sure. It's a black laptop bag with a bright blue tag attached to the zipper." Okay, so this is the color. It's black, and it has a tag attached to the zipper, and the tag is bright blue in color. Now, a tag, of course, is a piece of paper that is probably attached to a piece of string. You could have a price tag attached to some item if you go to a clothing store and want to buy a shirt. There will be a tag on it to tell you how much it costs. So here it has a blue tag. We don't know if this is a price tag or maybe some kind of tag that's indicating the make of the laptop computer or the brand of the computer itself. And so that's where it is attached, which means it is connected to the zipper. The zipper, of course, is the thing you pull to open and close the bag. I believe this is called a zip in the UK, but in America we say zipper. Boys, of course, have zippers in their trousers. They need to zip those up. We have zippers in very many aspects of our lives.
You can also use attached to talk about really liking someone a lot. Maybe you have a lot of affection for someone. There's a little girl that I go to church with, and I'm very attached to her. I love her every chance I get. I like to talk to her because she makes me laugh. And she likes to sing while I'm playing the piano. So, yeah, you can be attached to things, which probably isn't a good thing if you're attached to your video game console or you're attached to your phone. But you can be attached to people, really enjoy them, really like somebody a lot that way. But here, you're actually fastened or joined to something. She also says there's a small pocket on the front of her laptop bag. That's another detail that could be very helpful to Lost and Found in finding this particular bag. I'm sure they have a lot of things in Lost and Found if they have conferences in this particular building, and it looks like they do. We're going to hear about where she was actually sitting in a meeting, and it was in a big conference room.
Okay, so those are some good details here. And the staff member says, thank you for the specifics. Thank you for the details. And here's another question. Where and when, or when and where, do you recall last having it in your possession? Yes, when do you remember last having it, and where were you? So think about it. When was the last time you saw that bag for your laptop computer? That might help them find it. In your possession means when you had it. So yes, where were you when you last had it? And when did you last have it? And the visitor says, well, I attended a meeting in conference room B on the 3rd floor at around 10 a.m. Okay, so she remembers here that she went to a meeting in a conference room. So this must be some kind of a business building or something like that. And in this particular case, she went to a meeting on the 3rd floor, and the time was around 10 in the morning. I'm certain, or I'm sure I had it then, but I can't pinpoint exactly where I might have left it. So if you pinpoint something, that means you find the exact time or the exact location. So I have a general idea of where I was, but I don't know exactly where I was.
You know, it just occurred to me in this conversation, she never really talks about her laptop. It's only the laptop bag.
Interesting, yeah.
So I'm wondering how the two got separated, but that's another story. I guess maybe she took her laptop out in the meeting and then put it in a large purse, perhaps, as she carries. It's hard to leave your laptop bag because you've also got your laptop you have to worry about. And because laptops have a lot of information on them, they're usually really valuable to us. I know I would hate to lose my laptop. The bag, I don't really care about so much because I have lots of bags I could put my laptop into.
Well, maybe it has sentimental value for her.
Maybe someone gifted it to her, gave her a nice gift of a really beautiful laptop bag. So she was in this conference. She was listening carefully. Probably took out her computer to take some notes, perhaps. And she's certain that she had it then. But then she says, but I can't pinpoint exactly where I might have left it. To pinpoint something means to be very exact about the location of something. And we'll often use these two words together, you guys. Pinpoint exactly. I can't really pinpoint the time exactly, but I know it was around this time. So she can't pinpoint exactly where she might have left it. She kind of has a vague idea, kind of a fuzzy idea, but she can't really tell them exactly where she last had it in her possession.
Right. Our lives, of course, are very hectic, and sometimes we forget things. We're in a hurry. Somebody's waiting for us. So maybe she just, I'll just put my computer in my bag here, and I'll come back for my bag later or something like that. And that's why she lost it. So here's what the staff member says. I see. I'll check our inventory right away. So your inventory is all the stuff you have in stock. In the business or in the room or whatever. Usually stores have an inventory, all the products that they have in the store or in the warehouse or whatever. And basically, he's going to check where this thing might be with all the other items that people have turned in. They probably have lots and lots of different items that people have turned in. This is a big building, and people are probably losing things all the time. And he goes on to say, we catalog all items carefully as they're turned in. So here the word catalog is being used as a verb. That just means you keep records of things. So you probably describe the item and you write it down in a certain book so people can consult that book later on if somebody's looking for something. So basically, they write the information down in a book or maybe in a computer program or something, and they do this carefully when the items are turned in. So they probably write down the time they received the item, where it was found, a detailed description of the item, or any other information they can think of.
We also use catalog as a noun, which I love to get catalogs in the mail. I don't think they send them as much anymore, but a catalog would be sent from a company, and they have items that they're trying to get you to buy. Usually we get Christmas catalogs or clothing catalogs. For those of you guys out there who like sports or maybe even outdoor activities like fishing, camping, they have catalogs for those sorts of items as well. But here, of course, as Tom said, it's a verb. It's not a noun, it's a verb. So to catalog, just to make a complete list of everything that you have, which that complete list would then be called the inventory, as we just talked about. You see inventory mostly when you talk about stores who like to have an inventory of all the goods they have in stock. But you can also use it as just some sort of list of the contents for a building, and that's how they're using it here. So they catalog all the items carefully as people turn them in. If you're a good person and you find something that's lost, of course you try to take it to Lost and Found if you have the time, and then they take it from there. They'll catalog it. They'll make sure they know all the details so that when someone like our visitor approaches them, they'll know, oh yeah, we have that item. But usually there's something special about each item that they make you describe so they know for sure it's yours. And it's not just somebody coming up and describing something in general terms and then wanting to take something that belongs to somebody else.
Indeed. So the visitor feels rest assured, or the visitor here says that's reassuring. If something's reassuring, it makes you feel comfortable. It puts your mind at ease. You're not so worried anymore because I guess she thinks that they have a very professional system for handling lost items. Surely someone will have turned it in. Nobody will probably find a laptop bag to be of value. They probably won't keep it themselves or steal it. They'll probably think, oh, this probably belongs to somebody. I should turn it in. So indeed, all the items are cataloged, and she feels, her heart is at ease here. She's reassured. And she has another question. Is there a formal procedure I need to follow? Okay, so I've just come here and mentioned my missing item, but do I need to do anything formally? A formal procedure. So a procedure basically is a list of things that need to be done in a certain order. Okay, so of course you might have different procedures as to how you do things in the office. First you need to do this, then you need to do this and that and stuff like that. Basically, it's what you're supposed to do in a certain situation, and there are different items as part of that procedure.
Right, and as Tom said, it usually follows a certain pattern. There's a certain order that it goes in. So she's asking perhaps maybe she needs to fill out a form. Is there a procedure? Do you need my name and my phone number? What are the things that I need to do? And the staff person says, yes, I'll need you to fill out this form. I just wanted to mention you'll hear either fill out a form or fill in a form. They're both correct. I say fill out more often. So they want to fill out this form. They need her contact details, her phone number, her name, maybe her email or her line ID, and any additional information about the bag's contents. So they're asking here about what's inside the bag. That will often be a big clue as to whether you're the true owner of the bag or not. I can't imagine somebody going to a lost and found and saying they lost something when they didn't, but there are dishonest people out there in the world, just as there are honest people who find lost items and then take them to the proper authorities. And we're always grateful for those people, too.
Right. The contents of the bag, the things that are inside the bag. She did mention a pocket for a charger. She did not say that there was a charger in the bag. It's probably not there. But in any case, she is looking just for the bag. Maybe she left maybe some change inside there. Maybe there's a 10 NT coin in there or something if she knows that.
Notebook, paper, pencils.
Could be anything, scratch paper or whatever. And the visitor says, certainly, absolutely. Is there a time frame for when I might expect to hear back from you? So a time frame is a period of time in which something happens. So basically she's asking, when can I hear back from you? What is the period of time that I could expect to hear back from you? Do you notify people during office hours, for example? Or will you send somebody a notification via email? Or will you actually call me on the phone?
Right. I wanted to mention this word time frame, or these two words time frame, can be tricky. I know I've seen people use it as one word. It is not. It's two words. A time frame. Period of time you're talking about. A time frame could be very short. It could be long. It could be a time frame of 10 years, 10 to 20 years. It could be a time frame of a couple of hours. So it all depends on you. There's not a solid definition for that. It's just a period of time you're talking about. Now, the staff member then says, we typically notify individuals within 48 hours if we locate their items. That's if you have some identification on your item. Otherwise, they're going to have to wait for you to go in and go through that formal process of filling out a form that lets them know your name and number. With things that really matter a lot to me, that mean a lot to me, I try to put my name inside so that at least my name's in there. But it's hard to find people if they don't have more contact details than that. They would need maybe your ID number, your 身份证, or something like that. Maybe your email address if you're not wanting to give somebody your phone number, which I don't like people calling me all the time. So maybe put an email address in things that you have that you really find are very valuable to you. I had a coworker that once lost his violin.
Oh, no.
On the subway in New York. He never got his violin back, but he had put his name and phone number in there. So anything you can do to help someone return those lost items to you is better than not planning in advance, because we're all going to forget something at some point. If you notify somebody, it just means to inform somebody. Maybe you call them, maybe you email. You can notify somebody in a lot of different ways. It's a form of communication. Right,
and the noun form here is notification. You will receive a notification if we find the item within 48 hours. And in urgent cases like yours, we'll prioritize the search and contact you as soon as possible. So priority means something is more important than something else. And the verb here is to prioritize, to make something more important than something else. So obviously, maybe you're a VIP or something, and it's very important for you to get that laptop bag back. So we'll put priority on the search, we'll prioritize it, and we'll contact you as soon as possible. Maybe the other lost items are not so urgent for other people. Maybe somebody lost their raincoat or their umbrella or something. That's not so urgent. But I think a laptop bag is pretty urgent because this person probably has a lot of important files in her laptop and they need to be protected by the proper laptop bag.
Okay, guys, we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher for a bit and then we'll be back to continue talking about some of these useful expressions.
听众朋友大家好，我是安娜。 我们这2天来到多益的单元，要来带大家谈谈失物招领的对话跟失物招领到底会谈一些什么样的重要的字词呢？好，今天呢，我们按照往例 Day 1， 我们通常都会有一个对话，很实际的看看如果真的东西掉了该怎么办呢？比如说我们今天看到的是有一个人这个访客 visitor， 他的这个 laptop bag 就是他的笔电袋整个掉了，那该怎么办呢？好，我们看一下，员工告诉他说你来到这个失物招领处是要找什么东西吗？好，欢迎来，我要怎么帮助你呢？第一个 staff， 第一个员工这个地方我们还是要提一下，虽然帮助比较常用 help， 但在比较正式或客气的场合当中常常也会用 assist， 所以在第一个 staff 的第2句 assist 可以特别把它划线或者是圈起来。好，那当然我们会说我大概弄丢了什么东西这样子，那 visitor 直接会用弄丢了 lost something， 因为你弄丢已经是之前发生的事，所以一定会用过去式。第一个 visitor 第一句 lost， 特别注意一下它的时态。那我们来复习一下这个弄丢这个字动词的3态。原形 L-O-S-E lose lost lost， 过去式跟过去分词都一样哦。那它的名词呢就有失去 loss L-O-S-S loss， 有失去的意思。好，那当然弄丢你就要告诉我说你到底弄丢什么东西长什么样子啊。第2个 staff 就请这个 visitor 来描述一下包包长什么样子。这个描述呢有个关键字，在第2个 staff 的第2句就是 description， 前面还有一个形容词是要很详细的 detailed， 加 ed 变成形容词， a detailed description of something， 详细的描述什么东西。那你要描述东西一定要从外观看起来什么样子，比如说 color 什么颜色size 尺寸material 什么样的材质feature 它有什么样的特征所以第2个 visitor 就回答他咯，原来是一个黑色的笔电包，上面呢这个拉链还有标签，包包还有一个小口袋。这个 visitor 他用了2个限定用法的关系子句。第一个关系子句呢出现在第2句，先行词是 a bright blue tag， 后面的 attach 到 zipper 这个地方可以左右括号，而且它是关系子句的简化省略的是 which 或 that 跟 be 动词的 is。 那第2个限定用法关系子句就出现在第3句，那先行词就是 a small pocket on the front， 注意先行词的关键是那个 pocket 有一个口袋。好，那后面从 where 到句尾就可以把它括号起来。那个地方呢我会放 charger， 我会放我的充电器。第3个 staff 这个地方就要特别注意咯。好，谢谢你提供。那你最后一次看到它是什么时候？但是在这里他问的是你最后一次 recall 回想到当你还拥有它的时候。我们把这个片语抓出来， have something in one's possession， possession 就是拥有。那拥有什么东西在英文可以说 have something in one's possession。 好，所以这边的感觉蛮正式的。那你上次最后一次还在身边是什么时候？好，讲口语一点大概是这样。好，所以 visitor 就回答是 conference， 弄丢了，不过我没有办法仔细说出到底在哪里弄丢的耶。第3个 visitor 的第2句我们把动词的 pinpoint 抓出来。 pin 本来是大头针的意思，所以用大头针精确的点出位置，精准指出 pinpoint 这个动词。好，那当然 staff 一定会先想说好，那我看一下我们现在这个列表当中有没有这个东西staff 第4个第2句我们把这个 inventory 抓出来，其实它就是 list L-I-S-T list 一个清单的意思。我现在先检查一下清单通常都会记录起来，看看有没有黑色的这个笔电包。那 visitors 第4个就回答，哇，那这样真是太棒了，如果说呢你们能够帮忙找的话那这样子真的是 reassuring， 我就安心了。不过如果我现在要说这个失物招领的话，是不是有什么正式的程序呢？我现在比如说要填什么表单啦，或者是登记什么之类的比较正式的程序。第4个 visitor 第2句的 formal procedure 这边可以抓出来， procedure 就是做事情的一种方法步骤，所以可能要先登记 然后再怎么样寻找之后通报，可能要怎么样来取回，比较正式的 formal procedure。当然应该会填个表格之类的啊。所以来到第5个 staff， 他就说你要 fill out this form， 填表格，然后重点是你的 contact detail， 你的这个联络资讯都要写清楚哦，然后里面有什么东西要写清楚。所以第5个 staff 最后一个字的 contents， 包包里面到底有什么内容物，通常讲内容物就会直接用复数啦，里面到底有什么先写清楚。那接下来如果填完表格之后，我们可能会问说那大概要多久啊？这个中文的大概要多久？你看第5个 visitor， 我们把这3个字画起来， a time frame， 字面上是一个时间的框架，也就是说从我现在通报它失去到我大概找到的时候，差不多这个时间要有多久， a period of time 的意思。所以中文说大概要多久，我们可能会吐出类似 how long 这什么 how long can you find it 这一类的，对不对？没有，其实你就直接问 is there a time frame， 有没有一个大概多久的一个时辰呢？那当然就要看情况啦，如果说紧急的状况，大概就会优先去处理啦。所以第6个 staff 呢，我们把第2句有一个动词抓出来，叫做 prioritize。 priority 就是我们所谓的优先顺序，可是我们会优先的把它放在重要的紧急列表，这 prioritize the search and contact you as soon as possible。 所以这个动词就很重要了，如果紧急的事就会优先处理。那么以上就是我们简短对于失物招领的对话，我们明天还会看一个比较正式的公告哦。我是安娜，我们明天见。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. It's our TOEIC unit, and we've got a discussion here about a lost laptop bag. Lost laptop bag, oh boy. And somebody's going to a lost and found counter or department. It could be either or. A laptop is more valuable than a bag, but I'm assuming, Tom, that perhaps the laptop was in the bag, and that's why this is so urgent. So we're going to talk about what you do when you really need help. What are some expressions you can use when you go to some of these customer service counters? We all do it throughout our lives. We've always, we need help, whether it's a lost and found item or maybe you've lost your little brother or sister. I mean, things can be really serious. So how do you ask for help?
Right. Well, of course, we have the example here. How may I assist you? And of course, you're going to be offering assistance. You could also say, what can I do for you? How may I help you? And here's one example for offering assistance. If you need any help, just let me know, and I'll try to do my best to guide you through. So if you need some assistance, if you need any help, just tell me, just let me know, and then I will do my best to help you.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you need any help, just let me know. Sometimes we don't know if you need help unless you tell people. So make sure you don't stay quiet about it. Ask for help when you need it. And if someone looks like they need help, but they're not saying anything, this is what you could say. If you need any help, just let me know. I'd be so happy to help you. I'd be glad to help. If you're unsure about the software installation, I'd be more than happy to assist you with that. It's nice if you add little adjectives like that. I'd be more than happy. Oh, I'd be so happy. I'd be absolutely glad to help you. So adding little things like that, I think make people who are looking for help feel more, welcome in asking for help. So if you need help with things like software installation, don't hold back. I'd be happy to help you. I'd be happy to sit down with you and let you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's the base form. I'd be happy to help you. And we can emphasize it by adding more than. I'd be more than happy to help you with that, to assist you with that. Here's something else you could say. With so many options available, with so many choices, it can be overwhelming. It's just too much information. I don't know how to sort out the information. How can I be of service and make this process smoother for you? So maybe you're buying insurance or something, and there are all sorts of options, different policies that you could check out. So, yes, all that information can be too much. It can be overwhelming. You just can't sort it all out. How can I be of service to you? What can I do to help you to explain this process, to make it smoother for you, to make it easier to understand? And the base phrases here is, how can I be of service? How can I be of help to you? How can I help you?
Yeah, a couple more is, what can I do for you? I'd be glad to help. If you need any help, those are all good things to do. Do you need something? It looks like you need something. Can I help you? But for now, that's all the time we have. We hope you'll join us again soon for English Digest. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Tom. Goodbye.
Bye.